Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to another vlog. It is a gorgeous sunny day. I'm going to meet up with a friend in Beverly Hills. We're gonna grab some matcha, walk around, take some pics. I did my hair with the heatless curls and I just took it out. These curls are insane. Like, they definitely came out a little bit more defined than the last time I did them. I hope it goes down over the next hour, but I kind of feel like Goldilocks right now. I am wearing a cute little set from an activewear brand that I'm working with. They sent me this set to take some pictures and take some videos in. I love this top. It's like a halter top. It just feels very form-fitting and flattering. Also these shorts. It's supposed to be, I think, 80 degrees today, which makes me so happy. My only kind of frustration with LA is it can get very gloomy, especially in the summertime. People call it June gloom, and since I'm close to the water, it gets even more foggy and gloomy, but I'm enough inland where it kind of burns off around 12. But yeah, the mornings are usually dark, but we're officially into July, halfway through the year, and we're finally getting warmer, sunnier days. I love it. It makes me so happy. We're meeting up at 10:30, getting our steps in, chit-chatting, but I do not want to be sweaty. Hopefully we're getting there early enough that it'll just feel nice and sunny. But I think for going over there, I got this long sleeve just from Amazon, and I feel like it's so cute. It has a wide neck so it can almost go off the shoulders. I was looking at inspiration pics on Pinterest, as one does, and there was this one of Hailey Bieber where she was wearing a long sleeve with her workout set, and I just thought it was so cute. Okay, this was the picture that I saw, and it just looked really chic. So I didn't have a white long sleeve like that, so I'm gonna throw this on. Okay, here it is with the long sleeve on. It's so cute. It's the perfect material where it's soft and you can kind of see the top underneath it. This week I'm working on a lot of exciting stuff. I feel like I've been so grateful to be working with so many more brands recently. I feel like I'm on top of my content. I really like the things that I'm creating. I just feel inspired, and I always want to be informative and helpful and share content that other people can learn something from or feel inspired by. I know for me, before getting into my whole health and wellness journey so long ago now, I really looked to other people for inspiration on how to work out, how to eat well, positive self-talk, all of these things that now feel like habits and second nature to me. But I'm always reminded of how I felt when I was first starting and trying to learn some of these things. So I feel like that's coming through and being reflected in my content a lot more recently, which makes me feel super good. I also have a new 6-week Pilates program coming out. They're truly workouts and exercises that you can stay consistent with. They feel super effective in a short amount of time, and seeing your body get more toned, more sculpted, all of those things that you want from a workout. I've really fallen into a great routine with them, and because they're not these HIIT workouts or super heavy weights, you can stay consistent with them. I do them every single day. It's something that has just become a part of my daily practice. I love going to the gym, but I also love just doing them in my pajamas first thing in the morning or right before bed. I'll stretch and I'll do a 10-minute ab workout, or I have some dumbbells and hand weights that I keep in here whenever I want to take 15-20 minutes, even just 5 minutes to do something good for my body is the best feeling. So if you guys want to check it out, it's available for you. But I also have a ton of workouts on my YouTube for free, so I really try to make everything accessible and convenient, because that's when you see real change. So I have that coming out, and then I'm also hosting 2 in-person Pilates events, which is so exciting. I did one in May, I believe, with Matcha on Ice. They really did so much to organize the event, the venue, the brands. They've just been such a great partner to work with, and it allows me to show up and teach the Pilates class, which is my favorite part, but without all of the added components that takes to put on an event like that. I don't know, I was just feeling yesterday so grateful, because things are really busy right now, and I think when you pour into yourself for so long and really hone in on your skills, it really lays a great foundation for things to flourish at the right time. And it just feels like the time is now for me, which I feel so grateful for. So I should get going. I'm gonna try to record a bit while I'm there. I haven't been bringing my camera that I use for vlogging out in public yet. I've kind of just been using my phone. I need to get more comfy with that, but the phone is really convenient because I can just bring it out whenever I feel like recording something. But yeah, I'll definitely get some clips for you guys. on a call right now. I got a matcha latte. So good. One of my favorites in LA. It's really hot. We have been walking around for a bit. We caught up, took some pictures. I want to take a couple more. I brought like a change of clothes so I could get like 2 or 3 different outfits. My phone keeps overheating. Just ran out of storage, so I needed to delete some photos and videos. Even though I already have like, I think it's 500 something storage. I have a lot. I just take a lot of content. And yeah, I think when she wraps up her call, we're gonna do a little bit more for maybe 30 more minutes, and then I think I'm gonna pick up some lunch and head home. Guys, I have my matcha that I just made. It's Sunday. The last time I vlogged was earlier in the week when I was meeting up with my friend and we like took pics. It was really fun. I still always do a hot matcha in the mornings. They say that warm liquids are just better for your digestive system, at least first thing in the morning, because your body isn't having to work to like bring it up to body temperature. This is matcha with milk, almond milk, monk fruit extract. I'm a monk fruit girl. I love monk fruit. To me, it tastes really good and doesn't have all the extra like sugars and stuff. For matcha powder, I've been using a decaf matcha, which I've never had issues with caffeine. Like, I don't have excessive amounts of caffeine, or at least I thought, but I love a matcha and I really just drink it for the taste. So in the morning, I'll have my lemon water and then I'll either do like a spiced tea situation. There's this one that's like a vanilla almond and I'll put like ginger in there. So it's more of like a breakfast tea, I think. I'll do that, or I'll do a matcha, or sometimes both. But with tea, I never think about the caffeine, but it is in there. Caffeine for me doesn't really do anything. I never feel like jittery or like crazy energized from it, unless it's an energy drink that I think has added things in it so you actually feel the caffeine. But if it's a natural caffeine, like, it doesn't do much for me, or so I thought. This started happening like a week ago, where I was having like 2 matchas in the morning and then I'd be getting ready for the day and I would start to feel a headache. But it didn't feel like head pounding. It was more just like an off feeling and I could not figure out what was causing it. Everything just felt like weird and fuzzy, and I would be really sensitive to light, which then made sense that it was a headache. So I was like researching it, asking ChatGPT like, what could this be? And it suggested taking out caffeine for a little bit. So I got this decaf matcha and sure enough, the headaches went away. But it's so weird because caffeine has never like affected me. Maybe this new one that I got is just extra strong, I don't know. But anyways, I've replaced my morning matcha powder with a decaf one that I found on Amazon, and it has been really good. Like, I can't taste or notice a difference. It was actually surprising how few options there are for decaf matcha. Like, it's not really popular, but I really like this one. There's another brand, I think from like matcha.com, that had a decaf matcha that I might try, but this one was good. And then I also added the bone broth protein, which I did end up looking up. If you saw it in one of my previous videos, I did like a PR haul and was talking about what's the difference here with like bone broth protein and collagen. And apparently bone broth protein is just made from the bones, whereas other collagen is made from like tendons and other things. So this is just the bones, and I guess it's a better quality. So I've been adding that to my matchas and I don't really taste it. I think if you added like a big scoop, you might be able to taste something, but I just dilute it. So I'll add like half a scoop to one and then half a scoop to my second matcha, just to add a little bit of extra protein and amino acids, nutrients. Definitely not necessary in your morning routine, but it's something that I like. Oh yeah, and then the last thing, just a little bit of ginger. I really like the taste of it. It kind of reminds me of like a golden milk latte. It just adds a little bit more dimension of flavor compared to like your typical vanilla matcha. And again, good for supporting digestion. Oh yeah, and then vanilla powder, which is just vanilla bean ground up. So that is all that's in here. I got ready for the day. I'm wearing this super cute workout set from Michi. I just got sent it. I hadn't heard of the brand before, but this was one of the activewear sets that I mentioned in my PR haul in the last video. And it has like this sheer kind of detail on the top and the leggings. Super cute. Today, what I think I'm gonna do is definitely gonna do a workout. I'll show you guys that. I have to do a little bit of filming and editing. I did a partnership with Postmates, which is so fun. I love Postmates, and they wanted to show like local LA spots that fit into your wellness routine, which is perfect for me because as much as I love to eat clean, I don't always love to cook. Like occasionally if there's a recipe that I like, I don't mind it, but I just have such a busy schedule that taking an hour or two to like get all the ingredients together, then to cook it, then to clean it all up, it just doesn't do much for me. And you guys know I am an Erewhon girl. There's lots of restaurants I like in LA that have good, clean, healthy options, but Erewhon is probably my favorite because they're the most consistent. Like, you know, you're getting good quality items when you're going there, especially their hopper. Like, they have perfected that. All of the ingredients are laid out. I think everything is organic. But yeah, so I need to film a partnership video for Postmates highlighting one of my favorite LA restaurants, and I'm gonna do Erewhon because of course. I might do my heatless curls tutorial. I'm trying to get a little bit more into like beauty and fashion content. I love wellness and fitness, but I think it's good and fun to show a little bit of other things. So I might do that tonight depending on how I'm feeling. But yeah, I am going to drink this and then take you guys along with my workout. I do some form of movement every day, and I think that's the biggest key with like being healthy and strong. It's just treating exercise as like standard maintenance for your body, I guess. Similar to brushing your teeth or showering. You just have to take care of your body, and especially when it comes from a place of love, like you want to take care of your body, you want to feel good, you want to live for as long as possible. Like all of this comes from wanting to take care of myself and feeling good. And as much as like the aesthetics are a part of it, the main thing is like not treating exercise as a chore or something you have to like constantly negotiate with yourself about. So in the morning, I always stretch, like move my body for 10 minutes. And then usually at some point later in the day, sometimes it's in the morning, sometimes it's the afternoon, I will then do a full workout, which can sometimes look like mat Pilates with like dumbbells or just body weight. Sometimes I'll increase the weight if I'm focusing on like legs and glutes, but definitely for legs, I try to do at least 2 or 3 workouts a week where I'm going above like 30 pounds. But for mat Pilates workouts, you want to keep the weight lighter so that you're always staying intentional about form. Because I think for heavy weights, it's better if you're doing an isolated exercise. And I just feel like I'm much more intentional about each movement when I just have a lighter weight. So that's kind of like a breakdown of what my workouts look like. I'll rotate throughout the week, kind of depending on how I feel, but you also want to push yourself a little bit. So yesterday I did a lower body workout. I usually do like full body. I would say yesterday was more full body, but I did do heavier weights on my legs. So today I'm gonna do a little bit lighter, easier workout. Definitely do an ab series and then 10K steps. Someone asked me on my Instagram earlier this week if it's really necessary to do 10K steps or if it's a trend and not really necessary. And I like to think of it as a goal to reach for. I always feel and look my best when I'm getting at least close to 10K, like 9 or 8 sometimes. On the days where I'm more sedentary and it's closer to 5, I definitely feel the difference in my body. So if you can aim for 10K, I think that's a great mark to hit. If you want to do more, like I always think more is great. Since walking is such a low impact exercise and it's so good for our bodies, it's easy to do more without feeling burnt out. But yeah, I would say 10K isn't necessarily the most important part. I would say moving your body every day is the goal. And if you can work your way up to that while still getting some movement in, then that's great. But yeah, I always like to look on my health app on my phone and look at my step count throughout the day. And it's just good to have something to aim for, I guess. I like to break it up throughout the day, so I have a walking pad in my apartment. In the morning, I'll try to get at least like 3K, and then throughout the day, walking around, going to the gym. You can go on the treadmill. Aim for like 30 minutes to an hour of a fast-paced walk, and you will get there. It's totally doable. But yeah, the walking pad at home is super helpful, especially if you work from home or you're in a pinch for time first thing in the morning or before bed. But if you live a lifestyle where you're constantly going from place to place, living in a city like New York, for example, it's much easier to hit that step count. But in a place like LA where we're so car dependent, it can be a little bit harder, which I understand. But yeah, okay, I am gonna drink this and go do my workout. I just put on a little sweater from this brand called Classy, also talking in public is scary, but it's fine. Literally no one's in here. This is just a little cover up that I put on. I feel like I'm going to dance class a little bit, but it's cute. Hey guys, I finished my workout. I got some steps in, answered some messages, and then I ordered my Erewhon from Postmates. This is rotisserie chicken, white rice, and green beans. Super simple, but very clean and convenient when you're busy or on the go. So I came up here and filmed the ad for that really quick, and now I'm actually gonna eat. I don't love the green beans, but for some reason on Postmates, they don't have all of the options available that the Hopper has when you're ordering like on the app or going in person. I like the rotisserie chicken a lot. It's something I would order if I was there. The white rice is fine. It's just basic white rice. I would have preferred to get like a more fun side. And then the green beans, they're okay. They're very garlicky, which I don't love, so I might pass on these. I took a couple bites, like they're nice, but yeah, I don't love a ton of garlic, I guess. And then I wanted to try something that I've been thinking about. I got this like coconut smoothie, and I don't know if you guys have seen Nature's cereal where it's like berries and milk, and I think some people put ice in there, but I had this concept of doing like frozen berries with the coconut milk / coconut smoothie, so I might make that after this. Just got so cloudy all of a sudden, like just all cloud. So that's a bummer. I was gonna film another video, but I'm like, should I do it on a sunnier day? This is the berry bowl that I had envisioned. It's frozen raspberries, frozen blueberries, that coconut smoothie, and then I just sliced fresh strawberry on top for garnish. I've eaten frozen raspberries by themselves, and they're actually so good. It reminds me of like frozen grapes or like true fruit in a way. So I've been thinking about this for a little bit, and I'm really excited to try. It kind of got stuck together when I poured the coconut smoothie on top, so I'm kind of mashing it up, but let's try. Oh my god, this is so much better than I was thinking. Oh my gosh, it's almost like ice cream. It's so good. The way the coconut kind of got frozen into the fruit. Wow, I'm so genius. It's like subtly sweet from the fruit and the coconut. If you wanted this a little bit sweeter, you could probably drizzle like honey or maple syrup, maybe monk fruit. I feel like putting monk fruit in here would be difficult. Like you don't want to just put the powder right on top. I don't know. I'm gonna tweak this a little bit more, but I'm onto something here. This is so good. It feels so summery too. Like cold, fresh, frozen dessert type vibes. Yum.